Good morning. Welcome to yet another episode of My PI Dream. Today is day 15 in the construction schedule, and today we're going to be doing a lot of things out at the job site. Again, with the formworks that are going to be going inside the ground, and I hope a lot of concrete gets poured today, which will allow us to see a lot of progress immediately on these items. I will be setting up my little office at the Bahay Kubo today, so I'm actually going to be doing lunch out there, so I won't be walking back into town to head back to the apartment, hopefully. And there's going to be, like I said, every single day there's surprises that pop up, and I hope that I can share those with you. So I actually have to go. I picked up the water yesterday from Joanne Arlene's place right there behind the house, and I have to go back and drop off the little water tank I empty for them to be able to refill, and then off to the job site. So let's head on out, and without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Morning, Michelle.
Morning.
That sinayang last night.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. That was absolutely the little bit of saltiness and the vinegar and the broth that was inside there. Really good. I needed some cooked rice. I didn't have any cooked rice. It would have been perfect with that. So is
a vegetable soup.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait till she has that again.
Yeah.
So.
Is a round scum.
Yes. Which was that? Oh, it was great. Yeah, for my first time, I really enjoyed it. So, and I told my wife about it. My wife, she laughed. She said, "You're eating that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I said it was great. So that's good. It was very good. Thanks for the recommendation. Well, tell Roy I said, "Hey, what's Tess cooking today? Do you know? Do you know what her For dinner, not lunch, for dinner.
Oh, because you have
I got Bahay Kubo, so I made some sandwiches today. Yeah. Do you know what you're making for dinner tonight? 5 o'clock? Adobo. I am gonna get your adobo tonight. Save some for me. Okay. All right, I'm gonna head out. I can't wait for the adobo. See you later, Tess. Hey, good morning. How are you today?
Good.
It's good. You look good today. You look good today. Very beautiful.
No, hindi ako beautiful. Hindi ako maalam na English. Oh, ikaw ay madami nang kakilala dito.
Okay, I'm going.
Thank you.
You have a great day. I'll see you later. I am running not quite so late. It's not too bad. It's about 8:20. Again, I would always be out here on time, bright and early, except I keep running into folks on the way out here, and it's just really nice having a nice morning, relaxing conversation with them. And this morning, I actually ran in. Do you remember the couple in my subdivision? It's the Frenchman Patrick and his wife, lovely wife Dorothy. Well, I ran into her on the way going out. And she said, oh, she saw the Bahay Kubo coming in yesterday when it was being delivered. And she was asking me questions about that. And one of the things I asked her, I said, well, what are you up to today? And she's like, well, I'm going into town. I'm going to get some fertilizer, and I'm going to get some stuff for her garden that she has at his. And if you remember, when I did the walkthrough and showed some of the house out here, she has one of the loveliest gardens. Her and her husband, Patrick, they do a marvelous job. That's the one with the arbor and all the vining plants going through, and it's just a wonderful place. if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that, please go back to that video and take a look at their yard. Well, anyway, she's going into town and she's picking up some gardening supplies for that. And I asked her when she gets an opportunity to please take me along, because what I would like to do, even though it's 8 or 9 months down the road before we start actually getting into the landscaping phase, maybe 7 months, I don't know, something like that, to where we're actually cleaning up and actually going to put vegetation and things like that. Right now, for the time being, even if it's only a temporary place that Bahay Kubo is going to be living at for a while, I actually want to put some nice plants around that just to make it a little aesthetically pleasing and be pleasant to show up at each and every day. So I need to find some things that I can put in the ground to mix with the existing topsoil, and so I can get some healthy plants growing out there. So that was a wonderful opportunity to speak with her about that, and I need to get off to the job site and actually see what they've done. Again, they've been working for about almost an hour and a half now, and I'm always surprised at the amount of progress that they have when I get out there. Good morning. So we'll take a look at that. By the way, the other day, remember, we took the road less traveled and we went back to the back of the subdivision, and I showed you a part of the subdivision I had never been to before. Well, I was actually, last night I was kind of browsing on the website for, you know, lots that are sold and that is still available in the subdivision, and I didn't realize it, but this right here, this street right here, I normally walk down that way, go past Vince's house and cut through the woods at the end down there. Well, there's a street right here that I've never been on before. I saw that, I'm like, when I was looking at the map, I'm like, I've never been on that street before. So I'm gonna do a quick jot down this way. Come join me, and let's just kind of take a look at the lots. I don't even know if there's any houses built down there, but I just want to take a look. Good morning. This is absolutely a beautiful house here.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, and the yard work and the gardening. So you do more than one, many places around here?
Just two.
Just two places.
Yes.
Ah.
They're from the church, behind the church.
Oh, by the church, by the chapel there.
Yeah.
Ah.
They have some vacant lot. Their own lot.
Yeah.
So they want me to garden.
But this is an absolutely lovely house. And I always admire every day I walk by, and you know what makes it so lovely is you're working and doing the gardening, and you're the one who cuts the grass, right?
Yes, sir.
I see you with the lawnmower out there
Yes,
cutting
sir.
grass. Beautiful.
I have to recycle it.
Yeah.
And get some organics and fertilize it.
Well, I'm probably going to come to you and ask you advice about like grass and techniques and stuff like that, because I don't know that much about the Philippines. I do landscaping in the U.S. at my home, but the plants and all a little bit different here. So I'll come and I'll talk with you about that. What's your name?
Jimmy, sir.
Jimmy?
Yes.
No way.
No way.
My name is James, but my mom and dad call me Jimmy.
Okay.
Also, that's my nickname. Well, it was nice meeting you, Jimmy, and I'll talk to you later. So I don't know if you can see it from this far off. I'll try to do a zoom in when I do the editing later, but do you see the Bahay Kubo over there? That Bahay Kubo was actually built by the same people that built my Bahay Kubo out at Padre Garcia, and he was telling me about this one right here. And that one actually, again, that's the one that has the 2 bedrooms inside, and I see they have water running to it as well. And I don't know if people are actually living in there, or if they use it as like when they spend the weekend or something like that. They got a wonderful farm lot garden in their backyard as well. So it looks like to me there are no houses. This goes to a cul-de-sac back here, and I think, if I remember correctly, looking at the map, there is one cul-de-sac somewhere. I don't know if it's this one or there's one more. I think it might be this one, where actually there are 2 lots that have not been purchased. And I think it's this lot right here and this lot right here. So you can see the big, and I think that's a 6 by 14, that Bahay Kubo over there. Yeah, so I think these 2 lots are actually still available, and I love cul-de-sacs. I think you have the most privacy, because normally people don't go off and you know, ride by your house. It's not a high traffic area. But oh yeah, this is actually the first time I've been back here. This is really nice. Oh, I never saw this Baha'i Kubo. You see this one right here? You see the Baha'i Kubo right there? So that's I have no idea. That's maybe it's part of this lot right here. I don't know. Well, that's neat. So no houses back here yet, but there's a lot of potential in this area back here. This is neat. Well, let's head back to the job site. It's 8:30 now. It's 10 to 9, and I don't remember what the time was the last time when I was only a couple hundred meters down the road, but I ran into Vince, and if you remember, Vince is the one that's having the blessing of the house this Sunday, and I just wanted to stop by and ask him if I could share his blessing. Of course, I always respect the privacy of everybody out here, and I always ask if I can photo their house or if I can display anything that they have, and I don't want to invade anybody's privacy. So I stopped by Vince's. He was outside working in front of his, prepping it for Sunday's blessing of the house, and he said that yeah, there would be no problem, and to even invite you all inside, and you're going to see the architecture inside his house. You're going to be amazed the way his windows is, how he brings the outdoor inside his place. Well, anyway, that ended up being, I don't know, whatever the time was last time, at least a half hour, 40 minutes or something like that. But it's always a pleasant conversation. We talk about community activities and things like that. So hey, now let's really get out to the job site. Good morning. Good morning, morning. Good morning, good morning. It's gonna be a busy day today, huh? A lot of stuff getting done. So, as you can see, they're actually doing the digging of the trenches for the tie beams. They started yesterday. They were just over there at that point right there. They've got a lot of this done right here, and they're starting to work on the tie beam over here as well. And the last section for the hole, it looks like it's almost complete, is number 17 and number 18, which are these two right here. This one and and this one right here. This is the very last one right here. No reflect on you. I know you started late. He's actually setting up. He's doing the plumb over here for this last one over here for the column. It's going to be going in that one. So he's actually plumbing it from the marking at the top and going down. And they'll be setting up the rebar on all of these today. It just started raining a little bit, and this is going to be my first test of the Baha'i Kubo to see how well it keeps me dry here. Well, anyway, while I'm stranded here in the Baha'i Kubo while it's raining, I don't think this is going to be a big rain last for a very long time. It's kind of coming down pretty heavy right now, but I looked at the clouds and it just looks like it's a local cloud that's going to drop, hopefully, or it'll be a real mess inside the hole out there. So, as I told you earlier when I came out, every day is full of surprises. So I was reading email today, and there was one of the emails came from one of the subscribers, and he actually lives about 70 kilometers from here, and he asked if he could come by the site and visit, and we sit down and chat and have lunch together and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to be visited by a subscriber. He goes by the name of Homer, and he's actually going to come here around 1 o'clock. It's about 11:30 now, and he's going to run into town and grab something from, I think, McDonald's. And we'll stop. He'll stop by here, and I'll escort him out, and I'll introduce you to Homer. Well, that rain only lasted about 5 minutes, so. But the Bahia Kubo passed all the dryness tests. It was nice and dry, and I didn't see any leaks. So we're actually doing a little different thing. You'll see back here for the column. You'll notice that this one actually is a different dimension. You see here, the dimension is a little bit different on this one than it is for all the other columns that are going to be going up. This column right back here is actually, it's for the porch. This is where the deck's going to be on the back, so it doesn't require, there's not nearly as much of a load. So based upon the structural analysis, it will use a smaller column that goes back here. Now the ones, something I didn't mention, and I learn all these things as I'm going along, is some of the dimensions of some of the columns. I just wanted to pass that information on. Since we're only into the basement area right here, the columns that are going to be constructed are going to be 25 by 45 centimeters. That's going to be the size of the ones that are going to go up for just the basement. That's actually a pretty big column, and it's bigger than the standard column, which would be 20 by 40, and that's because you have to have additional strength at the very lower section than from the second and the third section that goes up. So and the one of the questions I asked my builder was, so how much does that give us around the outside? So there's going to be about an inch and a half that's going to go around the outside of the rebar. Something else I want to bring up is, remember yesterday I was talking about we had to come up with a solution for the stairway, the front stairway that gives us entry onto the front porch, which the front porch is going to be up in this area right over here. Remember the original problem that we had was it was sticking out way too far over here, and the driveway of course is going this way. The vehicle is going to go into the basement. No, it's okay. Okay, you guys sit together. Sit together over here. So anyway, I told you this place is full of surprises, and the surprise that I thought I was going to have is I was going to have somebody come to visit me, and I actually had somebody come to visit me, but it wasn't the person I thought was coming to visit me. I actually got a visit from this couple right here, and this is Henry and his wife Melissa. And Henry's from Norway?
Yes, that's correct.
From Norway, and they're also subscribers on the My PI Dream website. And I'm actually sitting next to you guys over here. And we've probably been chatting here for about an hour now. Yeah.
Yeah, close to.
And they actually live up in
Malvar.
I don't know if okay, Malvar, which is how many kilometers from here?
About 20 kilometers.
Oh, 20. Oh, that's very close. That's very close. So anyway, they actually and they came down to visit and spend the afternoon with me here. So this is just incredible that I had. And this was a surprise I wasn't expecting today. So we've been chatting about home construction, and they got to see the construction that's going on here, and they might even be one of my neighbors one day. You never know. So.
Yeah, that's true. It looks nice here, and we are looking for a new place. Where it's going to be, we don't know yet, but we are definitely looking for a new lot.
So Henry said the house that they already have a house, and it's built very close to the road. You were saying it's a little bit noisy. So hearing what we talked about here, and actually you kind of hear a little bit of noise out there, but that's because they're actually doing some construction over there as well. But it's pretty quiet out here.
Beautiful. This is beautiful.
Yeah. So oh, and all right. Oh, look. Ah, look. And this is surprise number 2 today. Come on.
Magda delivery.
Oh my God, McDonald's.
Delivery boy.
Out of nowhere.
No, I mean,
Right?
you live here in Lipa?
Nowhere.
You live in Manila or Lipa?
Melvar.
Huh?
Tanawang City.
Is that Batangas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
20 kilometers
Wow.
up north.
See, that's what happens, James. You put yourself out there.
I know.
People will, you attract people, but you attract good people. So
This
that's
is
important.
great. This is about 10. Yeah, about 3 or 10. So anyway, we got the concrete pouring here, and I'm actually showing Homer actually.
Mabuhay Philippines.
He's actually one of the subscribers. The second big surprise I was talking about, that I had visitors today, and he's actually out here checking out the construction, and we had a really nice long chat and a lunch, and he brought me some McDonald's out here.
That's my trabajo here in the Philippines. I'm a delivery boy. Magdo, American company.
So we actually got the concrete flowing, which is, I'm excited anytime concrete flows, because it means the house is actually being built.
Yeah.
So these guys are, I think they're done with all the halls are ready. So we are doing nothing but concrete pours. You see they got more rebar over there on the other side. They'll be finishing up the rebar in each one of the holes. I think they got all the footers completed, and they'll actually be doing the 20 millimeter vertical rebar for the columns. They should be finishing that up today and tomorrow, I would think. This is number 11. It's going to close out today with all the footers being completed down here. So we got actually a lot of stuff accomplished today. And tomorrow what we're going to end up doing is probably completing the last, last 7? Because we got 18 holes altogether that got to be completed. So the last 7, they'll put the rebar in there, and they'll actually do the footers tomorrow. And then all of the footers will be done. Everything will be in place. So a lot of good stuff done today, and I had a lot of interesting visitors come out here today. And how long you been here today?
Oh, it's all right. I'm on Philippine time. That's not a problem.
So Homer came at lunchtime, and he spent the whole afternoon. We had a really nice chat out here. And like I said, lots of nice surprises out here today. And at the same time, we got a lot of work accomplished. Okay, thank you. And this is what I get to come home to every day. You gotta love it. So anyway, it was a great day. It was a great day out at the job site today. It was wonderful having the visitors, the subscribers come, which was Henry and Melissa, and Homer later on for the rest of the afternoon. So I really appreciate it, and I feel really honored to have those folks come and visit me. So tomorrow is day 16 on the construction build, and I spoke with the builder today, and tomorrow is going to be, they're going to get the rest of the steel work into the ground for the 7 remaining column structures. I don't know if we'll get the final concrete poured. I was kind of hoping we'd get that, but I think that might come on the very next day. So anyway, I'm going to go. I stopped by and Tess had some adobo for me. She actually saved. I was supposed to be there at 5 o'clock for it. And you see what time it is now? It's actually late. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to have any adobo. I walked by, there was nothing left. And I walked by and she said, oh, I have one bag I saved for you. God bless her. So anyway, I'm going to be able to eat tonight. So anyway, until tomorrow, this is it for me. If you enjoyed today's video, please give a thumbs up, please share, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow on My PI Dream.